Okay, here's where we left off yesterday. Let's pull this objective into another doc. Now, there's a couple things we need to do before we do the linking. We need to make the guild chat, and let's just call it, make the guild dashboard not ugly. So we're going to do that by pulling over the components from the app for the chat and just sprucing up graphics. So it's kind of UI design along with we need to set up broadcasting so that message creation works. Message creation shows without refreshing. Then we need to email all applicants with that link, with that to introduce themselves in dashboard. We'll do the linking separately, but this is just generally what we should do. After this, thinking maybe some structured conversation around what job roles each person will have. Might want like a post and comment kind of forum thing, or maybe chat will be sufficient. We'll feel that out. Okay, so in this video, do I want to do this? Beautifying, that might be a whole thing. I'm gonna get this boring stuff out of the way first. So let's do the broadcasting. So right now in our dashboard, we have all of the functionality in terms of the, oop, that's something I gotta change. The dashboard doesn't show the side menu. I guess I didn't finish that. All right, so right now, if we type a chat message, we gotta make it so it submits on enter also, or does it? Oh, it does. Okay. All right. So there's a couple ways to do this. One is, I mean, we could be just using Livewire components. Livewire is a really cool framework. In fact, I use this for the admin backend. I love Livewire. This is from the guy who does the VS Code course I mentioned in an earlier video, Caleb Porzio. This is a really solid framework. But I've opted to use Inertia for the bulk of the site. Just using Livewire for the admin backend and Inertia for the bulk of the site because it lets us code in React, and code sharing between the web app and mobile app just makes sense because we've got a very well developed mobile app with beautiful React components all set up with TypeScript types and stuff like that. So Livewire would be one way to do this, but because we are in React, we're going to use the Laravel package called Echo, which works nicely with React. It's been a while since I've set this up in a React environment. Well, let's figure it out as we go. So we're going to be setting up broadcasting. Now, have I set up broadcasting here in the past? I'll know if the broadcast service provider is enabled. It is. Oh, because we're firing events. Oh, yeah, we've already set up broadcasting in production because That's how we're, like when I showed earlier when I broadcast, when we sent out the email blast, all of those events that updated in the admin dashboard, those were events broadcast. And we're using Pusher to kind of handle the actual firing of the events. So the broadcasting page in Laravel's docs has a bunch of good information about how this all works with Pusher and the different options and stuff. Let's see. Or where are we initializing? Yeah. So in our Bootstrap JS file, and let's kind of show you how the React app gets initialized. Our mix file, which is basically Laravel's wrapper around Webpack. So we've got mix has a React TypeScript extension, and this is bundling everything in app.js into public/js/app.js and versioning it so it cache busts when we upload that additional Webpack config there. And these two are just me experimenting with different entry files for JavaScript. And so the homepage of the website shouldn't also load the JavaScript for the dashboard. Got to kind of figure out the best way to pull those in. Right now, what is this dashboard pulling in? I'm guessing it's pulling in dashboard. Let's see, it would be a layout file where this gets pulled in, I think. So dashboard has a layouts, RKCD dashboard, is that what we're using? Yeah, so we're using dashboard.js. So let me go to dashboard.js. Resources.js, dashboard.js. No, what happened there? Is this pulling in Bootstrap? Do I have the echo object? I might not have pulled that over. Oh, okay. Yeah, when I set up the Inertia app, looks like I removed the importing of Bootstrap like the app file does have, and Bootstrap is where we initialize Echo. I don't know that we need all this Axios stuff, and so what I might do for now is pull this into dashboard. That's probably, might end up being duplicative and worth refactoring at some point. But for now, let's see if this, let's see if this gets us the echo object. And then it might be as simple as subscribing to a Pusher channel. And then firing an event whenever we create a new message, which might already be fired. I gotta check. We pulled over a bunch of code because we might have had something like this already pulled in. All right, so let's see if we have the echo object now. Yep. Okay. Now let's remind how to subscribe. Okay, I think this is commented out because the dashboard yeah, Livewire has its own syntax for subscribing to and one thing I love about Livewire is you just say what events this needs to listen to, and then it fires the so we basically just need to implement this kind of thing client side via just a direct call to the echo object, which we will do where? I guess in the guild. I guess we can put it here. I don't know if this will mess up if it re-renders. This might just not be the right place for it. Oops. So let's just grab this syntax here. I haven't defined echo on the type. Type window. I'll extend that another time. Right now, I don't really care about that. All right, so private. Let's see, what channel is this going to be on? This is going to be on the channel for this guild. We only want the new message events being broadcast to the channel of this guild. And no one else should be able to hear that event. So we're going to need the ID of the guild. So we'll do this as a use effect. Let's see. Somewhat similar to a component will mount. And the name of the channel will be guild, period, guild.id. And let's just put this into a variable so we can inspect it. Let's call it subscribing to we don't just want to listen for your own events, but for anyone's events. All right, and for now, we'll just dump out to the console whenever an event happens. Okay. Subscribing to guild.one, good. I'm gonna hide this chat room console thing. Now, it would be nice to do some TDD here because we're going to be expecting that when a message is created, it fires a message created event that we can then listen to. And it needs to fire it on this channel. So right now it's subscribing. In fact, can we go to Pusher and log in and take a look at this? I'm curious to see if this is I think this might be configured for the production credentials. Let's just see what this does. Yeah. Okay, so we're connecting. And I think that's because of the... Okay, so this disconnection and connection, this is as a result of this here, I believe. Let's just comment this out. There, just the disconnection. We're not reconnecting. So this sets up the connection to pusher. Okay, we're connected. Now, this is not doing anything right now, and I'm guessing because the channel doesn't exist. Subscribing to Or is it because this is a private channel and is trying to auth and we aren't authed with it yet? Okay, yeah, that's probably what it is. So when I change private to channel, then it connects, it like listens in on this, assuming that it's a public channel called Guild 1. And here you can see that after the connection, this client is now subscribed to receive events from on this channel, Guild.1. And I think we'll start with that just so I can test that a message is sent, then we'll lock it down to be a private channel. So let's commit this as I don't know that all this belongs in here. Yeah, that's from before. Something from before. I don't care. We'll call this initializing echo in dashboard. And for those who don't know, Pusher powers real-time experiences. This is kind of when you want the server to broadcast something that a client can listen to and respond to, like a client being like a website or a mobile app. You need some kind of way for a server to notify a client without them needing to refresh the page and pull new data from the server. So it's like, I think it's just an abstraction layer on top of WebSockets. Okay. Let's go to our test. I think we'll start with a feature test. And maybe we'll just extend the existing one. Or maybe we'll do a separate one. Sending message to guild fires event. Actually, I guess we'll start with it being more generic. Sending message fires event. Well, do I want to set up a chat test? Because that would belong in chat test, whereas I could maybe put... Oh, we already have a chat test. User can send message to chat room. All right, for now, I'm just going to throw this in here. I want to assert here that an event was thrown. How do I... Thrown or queued? I don't know. Laravel test event fired. Laravel provides a convenient expects events method that verifies the expected events are fired, but prevents any handlers for those events from running. Okay, I don't really think we need to care about handlers at this moment, at least not in the feature test, maybe in the browser test. Well, let's just see here. And I'm guessing we need to do this before the act phase. All right, so this is passing. Let's try this. Expect events. Message created. All right. Oh, and that already passes. I'm guessing because in the message, because we just copy pasted all of this code from earlier. So yeah, message. Whenever a message is created, it broadcasts a new message created. Now, here's the question: what channel is it broadcasted on? This we might need to change it. It's broadcasting to channels to broadcast. Okay. This is broadcasting to all of the users of the chat room. Okay. That's how this was structured in the API of the mobile app. We pulled all of that code over. We have not built the user chat room relationship, I don't think. I mean, we pulled the model over. So do we want to broadcast to the guild? Or do we want to set up so that users all join the guild chat room? Well, what we could just do here is say, I just want to do the simplest thing for now. So let's do this. I gotta clean this thing up. Let's say this. If message chat room type is guild, although I really should be driving this out via TDD, which I'm currently not. Out of curiosity, what does this do? Why did it expire my session? Because I ran a test? Did it screw up my database somehow? Yeah, where's my guild? It's like this is... Oh. Now that's funny. That didn't work because... Alright, whatever. Arcade City Core. Repudiande distinctio voluptas. Alright, that's working. Now, if I now send this, yeah, well, the dump doesn't pop up. It just shows it here. But that answers my question. So this does fire from here. So if the message is guild, then let's say that this channels to broadcast is new. For now, we won't use private channel. For now, we'll just use channel, but we'll change this. Guild. Except I don't know that we have the guild ID here. We have the chat room ID. The chat room is going to have a guild ID associated with it, right? Yeah. So if we have the chat room, we can assume that the chat room has a guild ID, yeah? All right, let's try some. This is probably not the ideal setup for this, but I want to do the quickest path to get us to green. So if it's a guild chat room, then the chat room will have a guild ID. Oh, so we do have it. Yeah. And is that all I need to do here? This message is message. I'm just get rid of this crap. This might be relevant. Okay, let's just make sure this still works. And then is that what blows up this database? Yeah, okay. There's something overwriting something. Yeah, because then it detects that Magic is still logged in. Magic fires the user login API endpoint, which creates the user, which doesn't have the guild associated. All right. All right. Oh, did that do something over here? Occupied guild.2. Well, we're subscribed to guild.2. Okay, so now I don't know if this is testable, but let's just try and think about this. The message created event is being fired, but it's not showing up here. Is that because we don't have anything that's firing events? Like we don't have a local queue set up? It's trying to use Redis. All right, so it looks like this is broadcasting on the channel. Does this return screw it up? Let me try something. No. Let me see if I can get this to display. Array name guild 2. Okay. It should broadcast. I'm thinking maybe there's something just not going on with the broadcast driver. Broadcast driver equals log. Well, that's problematic. Okay. That didn't seem to help. Let me try something. DD. Just do. Can I put this here? DD env broadcast driver. What does this say? Pusher. Okay. Which I've configured, yeah. We're subscribing to it, okay. And where are we subscribing to it? Process env mix pusher app key. Is this the same? Pusher app key. Broadcasting's always a little bit of a pain in the butt to get working properly. Why is this not broadcasting? It's creating a message. It's firing this. If I dispense with this and just do return new channel guild.2, where are we listening? Does that matter? Is it never firing this? But that shouldn't matter, right? Because it's being fired from the server. Do I need to set this up first? Roots. Yeah, users must be authorized to listen on private channels. But I'm not, I'm trying to do a public channel. And does this even work at all? Telescope. Not helpful. Something must be misconfigured, maybe. Well, looky here. All right. So Laravel Horizon is some kind of queue manager, and it's looking like we've just got a bunch of queued up jobs called message created that have never fired because Horizon is not active. Laravel Horizon, I guess I have this running in production but not on development. And let's go down here and do this. Does that do anything? Horizon started successfully. Active. Processed. Oh no, what is it doing? Welcome email? What are you doing? What are you doing? What did you do? Oh no. What did it just do? What do you mean no completed jobs? Processing. Welcome email. To whom? Uh-oh. I can handle it like emailing me 1,000 times. Hopefully it didn't email anybody else 1,000 times. No, tell me what just occurred, if anything. Did I just get emailed? Okay. I got emailed a welcome email. I don't care about that. Good. So, Horizon has started. Freaking. All right, what do we got over here? Whoa. Oh my goodness. Oh no. That's what your bill going up looks like. No, we won't hit the thresholds. But so what's happening here? How many jobs are there? This is hilarious. Okay, there's just something I gotta filter out because so basically every single time, it looks like every single time a test ran and created my user Chris at arcade.city. I've got it so that every time a user is created, it queues up a welcome email. And so every time in the test, whenever I'd run all the tests, it would like create my user like probably 20 times. So please don't tell me it's trying to send that email that many times. Oh no. Oh, I was like, oh no, it's trying to email all these people. Yeah, it's trying to email all the exam. Okay, at least they're not real people that it's trying. All right, that might. Okay, that. Can I destroy all of the. Laravel Horizon, delete all pending jobs. Artisan queue clear. Default. Redis. Redis default. It wouldn't be in SQL Pro because it's a Redis queue. All right, let's try this again. Well, that's gonna. How many emails did we just attempt to send? 530. Nice. Well, hilarious. Okay, let's try this again. Test. It's still trying to catch up with this stuff. Yeah, it's still trying to process the 500 events, I guess, that I queued up. Oh, look! Buried in all these mailgun events. API message. Guild.2. Message created. Here's the message. Nice. Okay. The message was sent to Pusher. Now we just need to listen to it. Oh, never mind. We already are, and here it is. Message created. Message and the user. Sweet. Okay. Now we just need to display it. So this is the Axios response there, and then this is from Pusher. All right, well, that took a while, but it works, kind of. Now we just got to kind of... Yeah, now the question is, how do we want this to be saved to state? Like, do we want... Do we want to try to... Can we even push it onto the chatrooms.message? Let me see. Chatrooms.map. I guess what I could do for now is just say, like, extra. So the problem is we're just iterating through the object as it's received. We're not, like, populating a store that can be added to easily. So I'm just going to do something hacky for now. Let's pull in a use state. Const herd messages, set herd messages equals use state array. And then just loop through. Well, this will only work for one chat room. Whatever. It'll work for... All this needs to be refactored anyways. Do this and this. Now, what if I just push this? Can I push onto a use state array? E.message. Unterminated regular expression? Huh? Oh. It would be nice if it says you're missing a brace. Okay. What does this do? Now, why did that not do anything? Oh, is it because Pusher is so backed up with events that it's taking forever? $309. Okay, it looks like it. Why did it not listen here? Oh. So I'm guessing the push just didn't work. Yeah, I got it. This doesn't work here. Look. So it did work. It wasn't console logging it. Set heard messages like heard messages, comma, e dot message. That's kind of ugly, but I think it'll work. Oh yeah. Now the delay is because we're like not displaying it until we get it back from server or from pusher, which usually chat apps they'll just put it there anyway. But oh, heard messages and e-message. It only kind of overwrote that one. Why did it do that? Oh, it's like not getting... The callback is not getting the most recent heard messages. Because I do test, it shows up. I do test like that, and it replaces it. Okay, well, that's just state, and I don't care right now about state because state will be changed. We'll do state change along with making stuff look pretty, which we're going to have to do that probably when we get this properly componentized design-wise. But we wanted to set up broadcasting, and we did. So this is good. Let's just do one last thing and change the channels to private. So change this to channel private, and then so now I think Laravel will make a call out to we disconnected from guild 2. It's trying to connect to, let me just refresh this. Yeah, it's like, I think it's trying to connect. If I remember correctly, it makes a little call to this. And then we're going to have to update the event also. Okay. Yeah, see, we're now subscribed to the channel private-guild 2. Because right now we're just authenticating as true. Oh, which we can easily change that to see if the user is in this guild. Before we do that, let's go to message created. And instead of hard coding this, let's make this a private channel. And so right now, oh, failed app events message created. Why did it fail? Pusher error 400. Which I think is just because we're not authenticated. Or oh, I never return it. Yeah. Let me Okay, it's broadcasting private dash guild 2. Message created. And there it is. Message created. So, okay, great. So it is now broadcasting on the private channel. We just need to have the channel off be actually real. And all we got to do here does that give us the guild object? Watch this. Return user Don't tell me. Do I have route model binding here? Give me the example of the looks like we don't have route model binding. Well, it's not a, well, it is a route. Let's do guild ID. Guild equals guild find guild ID return. Let's do find or fail. User is member of guild. If the user is a member of the guild, they are authorized. If they're not, they're not. Let's try this. All right. Now, let's remove me from the guild. I'm not sure how easily to do that, so I'm going to go into the database. Guild user. User ID me is a member of... Yeah. So I'm going to delete myself from this guild. Ooh, I might not even be able to see this page anymore. Well... that page isn't even gonna get up there. All right, so I'm not too happy that we didn't write a test for this, so I might do that next. But if I put that back, broadcasting works. Via pusher, very cool. And then we can test that at some point with a browser test also that like one user can see and other users. We'll do some more of the testing after we get this looking sexy, so it's not just a ugly thing here. So let's do that next.